So good morning, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here this morning for this conference. My name is Elise Spatz-Kaplan, and I'm the Director of Patient Advocacy with Weiveris Oncology. So it's a great honor and a great pleasure for me to be here today to present the 2013 Monica Warner Advocacy Award. So I'll just pause for a moment because Jim did say I should tell a little bit about myself. But this is not about me today, but what is connected to many of you in the room is that personally, let alone professionally, it's a great honor to present the award this year. Because 3 years ago, I had a brother who was diagnosed with a pancreatic neuroendocrine tumor. So I have deep appreciation for what many of you, if not all of you, are going through, whether you're in the role of a patient, a supporter, a caregiver, a loved one, a healthcare professional. It is truly humbling and moving and an honor. So I think many of you know a little bit of what I'm going to be talking about, the recipient of this year's award. So this year's award is going to a wonderful person who began his advocacy journey about 13 years ago, when his wife was diagnosed with a GI net. And at that time, from all that I've learned, it sounded like through his story, both he and his wife found it very difficult to find information about neuroendocrine tumors. And in fact, they found the medical community also was lacking and had an immediate need to learn more. So over time, the Carcinoid support group in New Jersey and New York was created by them. And as more patients and caregivers and supporters attended these meetings, it was very clear that the New Jersey Carcinoid Cancer Network was formed, which is why we're all here today. And that activity continues to go on. In terms of driving the need for information, just over the past 13 years, this year's award is going to Jim Weiveris. I wanted to hold that to the end, but some of my hesitation was it's very hard not to say the recipient's name when you're talking about him. So now I feel a bit at ease to continue to talk about Jim's work, which many of you have been touched by, including today's program. So Jim really understands, what it means to be a self-advocate, the importance of being your own self-advocate. In his own words, it's not about being a pity party. It's about informing and taking care of yourself. So in addition to the regular meetings that Jim pulls together, he's also participating in one-on-one phone counseling. And I understand that some of these calls can be an hour in length, and I certainly know the value of being able to talk to someone who gets it, who's been there, and can really give that peer support. Jim is highly regarded for his NET expertise, not only by all of you in the room and many others he's touched over time, but I understand through the healthcare and medical communities. Jim realizes that there needs to be a heightened level of awareness in the healthcare community, and that more healthcare practitioners need to understand neuroendocrine tumors. Again, in Jim's words, something that caught my eye, doctors are getting better at making the diagnosis because more of them are willing to say, well, this could be a NET. So if that's not enough, Jim also participates in the North American Alliance for Patients with NET, which brings leaders like himself from all over to convene in the United States. His quick, deep, and meaningful relationships to educate others touches, again, the healthcare community and many other folks concerned about neuroendocrine tumors and carcinoid. And I'm looking at this videotape here And that brings up the next comment that way back when in 2000, Jim realized that videotaping conferences like today's is very important because there are people that want this information, but perhaps they're unable to physically attend today's conference. So videotaping allows this program to live on throughout the year. So people that may get diagnosed tomorrow or next week or next month, or who couldn't be here today for whatever reason, have access to this high quality medical information and support. Jim also says that for those that may not come to conferences like this, that's okay, because if they're busy living their lives, that's a good thing. Lastly, Jim has spent countless hours, as many of you know, and also thousands of dollars of his own money to advance the advocacy activities, and he's never looked for notice or praise or acknowledgement for his efforts. His commitment is constant, and his efforts have benefited so many people. So it is with great pleasure and pride that I present the 2013 Monica Warner Advocacy Award to Jim Weiveris. And Jim's generosity, he is sharing this award with two organizations, the New Jersey Carcinoid Cancer Network, of course, and the Carcinoid Cancer Foundation. So let's give Jim a big round of applause.
Don't lose those? Oh, okay. Thank you. I'm a heavyweight. Yeah, about 75 pounds more than I'd really like to be, but that's a whole nother topic. I like food way too much. When I came out and said I'm a chocoholic, I'm not kidding. There's three other people I need to do this. First of all, I didn't do this by myself. This is years of so many people who have helped, so many people who have kept me going, kept everybody going here. This is not by myself. There's a couple of people. One, Dr. Warner, would you come up here, please? For those of you who have never met the voice on the other end of the telephone, Grace Goldstein, come up here, please. And last but not least, the one I really have to mention, besides Judy helping me with the group, my wife, Cindy. By the way, Mike, you know of a good chiropractor? She threw her back out doing the folders here because she was leaning over too much. Cindy, come up here. Yeah, get up here. She's crying. I want to acknowledge all of these people because they're all part of this, okay? Dr. Warner and Monica were the driving force for support groups in this country. Without them, 13, 14 years ago, there would be no support groups in this country. Monica was phenomenal. I had the privilege and true honor to work with her. Sometimes we fought, yes, but trust me, we had some different ideas from time to time, but she was still driven, and she had a phenomenal passion for this, and it was her goal for these groups. And I'm hoping she's there looking at us now saying this is a good thing with that. And Grace the same way. I don't know how much of you know with the award does come with a monetary bonus with it. And because of the work of the Carcinoid Cancer Foundation, I've chosen that half is going to go to the New Jersey Carcinoid Cancer Network and half to the Carcinoid Cancer Foundation, because they deserve it as well. Dr. Warner?
On behalf of the Carcinoid Cancer Foundation, of which I'm the medical director and I'm the survivor of the team, Monica and myself, we foresaw decades ago the importance of establishing a support group network throughout the country, and it has come to fruition, and this Jersey group is one of the best of that entire movement. At any rate, I'm greatly pleasured to be here and to see Jim, who so richly deserves this reward. And I have a little token to give to him. This is the icon, the zebra icon for neuroendocrine tumors, and this is a little zebra called Zebi. And if you look, the zebra is there.
Thank you, Dr. Warner. I love it. It's amazing the stuff you can get in zebras. So, Dr. Warner, thank you so much for everything you've done. I truly miss Monica in so many ways. I'm sure you do, and many others as well. But it's just great that the two of you were able to do this and to get this going, because it's just phenomenal the things we can do here. Just as an insight, by the way, folks, this room holds 125 people. We have more than that in here. I'm not quite sure how this is going to work, but we're going to work it out. One way or another, it's all going to happen. The next one, we're hoping it's going to be bigger yet. The next conference in Charlotte is next year in September. That's a national conference. So we're probably going to look towards one the year after that, because I don't want to conflict with them for that. So I hope to see everybody there healthier, happier, and as much as you can, and learning as much as you can. Thank you all. That's all I can say.